It get deep. Outside ceiling, the instructions in my sleep. Told me, son, to man, get up, you gotta eat. If you're not offended based on how we preach, yeah, I'm sticking to the milk, but it gets deep. Outside ceiling, the instructions in my sleep. I can't live by bread alone, I gotta eat. I got knowledge, but sometimes I'm rude in speech. Yeah, I'm sticking to the milk, but it gets deep. 2 Peter 3:15, man, it get deep.
Imperialism, the policy, practice, or advocacy of extending the power and dominion of a nation, especially by direct territory acquisition or by gaining indirect control over the political or economic life of other areas.
Right. Do me a favor, go to Wikipedia as well. All right, so we touching imperialism a little bit. Let me see how Wiki says it. All right, what you got?
Imperialism is a policy or ideology of extending the rule over peoples and other countries.
Right, of extending the rule over peoples and other countries. And other countries. So understand this. Whatever America does, give me Job chapter 9, verse 24.
You know?
Okay. Give me Job chapter 9, verse 24. And then give me the back of a dollar bill real quick. For those who are new and they don't know what's going on, Lord's will, your eyes can be awakened today.
Right.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Come on.
The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
The Bible says that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. All right? The hands of the wicked. Now, according to the scriptures, I think it's Deuteronomy 16 and 18. Let me look at it. Deuteronomy 16 and 18. Yep. Verse 18. I want you to read that Deuteronomy 16 and 18 real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and verse 18.
Come on.
Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment.
Right. So when it talks about judges and officers, it says, shalt thou make thee in all thy gates. When you read the word gates in the scriptures, it's talking about those who sit in authority. Right. Now, we coming back to that. I want you to go back to what you just read on Wikipedia, please. Follow me. Come on.
Imperialism is a policy or ideology of extending the rule over peoples and other countries for extending political and economic access, power and control.
Power and control. Starting where? Here in America.
Right.
Okay, read on.
Often through employing hard power.
Hard power. Remember, it said earlier in the other article, it says that this is his forceful move. Very forceful, to the point we said he's going to make sure over 100 million Americans get vaccinated. Right. That's a very forceful move. Right. Now, we're going to tie all of this together. Give me Revelation 17 real quick. Watch this. Revelation chapter 17. All right. Do me a favor. Let's start at verse 1.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
The judgment of the great whore, read.
That sitteth upon many waters.
Right, that whore, she's in the Hudson River right now. I seen her. I seen her. She's in the Hudson River right now with 10 toes and a crown with 7 horns. In the Hudson River in New York City.
Right.
Okay. Read.
With whom the kings of the earth had committed fornication.
It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Go back and read imperialism for me.
Imperialism is a policy or ideology of extending the rule over peoples in other countries.
Right. It's a policy and an ideology of extending rule over peoples. Over peoples. Give me Daniel 8 and 25. Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25, please.
The book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25.
Come on.
And through his policy.
Through his what?
Through his policy.
See, that's why a lot of people are going to be rudely awakened because they don't read the Bible.
Right.
God already told you this is not a democracy. He telling you in the scriptures, it's called the Empire State. New York's called the Empire State. They're telling you how by their actions.
Right.
They're telling you by this action. It's not a democracy. No, they're telling you you're going to abide by our commands, or eventually what? They're going to start putting people to death.
Right.
That's what it's going to lead to. You understand? Read that verse again.
And through his policy.
Right. It says, and through his policy. Through his policy. Go back to imperialism, please.
Imperialism is a policy.
Is a policy, read.
Or ideology of extending the rule over
peoples here in their home front, read.
And other countries.
And other countries. They're putting these policies in place. They're saying as soon as this goes into effect, guess what? If you don't want to take the vaccine, you're going to have that discussion with your HR department.
Right.
Immediately. Through what? Through their policy.
Policies.
Go back to Revelations 17. Pick up, I want you to read 1 and 2.
Revelation chapter 17 verse 1.
Come on.
And there came one of the 7 angels, which he had the 7 vials, and talked with me, and saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, that sitteth upon many waters.
So God's saying the great whore, which is America, United States of America, all right, Statue of Liberty, that great whore that sitteth upon many waters, is going to get judged for this.
That's right.
All right, read on.
With whom the kings of the earth.
With whom the kings of the earth, read.
Have committed fornication.
How have they committed fornication? Because they are in agreement with what the whore is pushing. Right. Play that video. Hey, run it back. Turn the volume up, please.
That, but this is very much.
Will exposure sites be put back in place, especially with reopening and people going back to pubs and stuff? Because our exposure sites still, will they be put back in place to be listed once we are reopening? Because they're not at the moment.
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the New World Order. Yes,
hold on, wait a second. Hold on, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Run it back.
That, but this is very much.
Will exposure sites be put back in place, especially with reopening and people going back to pubs and stuff? Because our exposure sites still, will they be put back in place to be listed once we are reopening? Because they're not at the moment.
We will be looking at what.
This is Australia. All right, it says nsw.gov.au. This is Australia. Run it back about 5 seconds. Play that.
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the New World Order. Yes, it will be pubs and clubs and other things if we have a positive case there. Now, understand this, that New World Order has been since Esau got into power. Right. This is what they've been pushing for since day one. All right, give me that. Let's go to 1 Maccabees. Just came to my mind. 1 Maccabees. Verse 41.
First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41.
Come on.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all shall be one people.
Right, that all should be one people. All nations, kindreds, and tongues. That's what they always wanted. That was always the agenda. All the way back to the Tower of Babel. That's why the Most High God had to confound them. What do you think's gonna happen again? Most guys will come down and wreck shop again.
Right.
Because they're trying to do it all over again. God's gonna shut that thing down. Now give me that dollar bill. It's been there forever. All seeing eye of Ra at the top, spiritually Egypt. Okay. It's no secret. They're putting it right out there in public, but now it's starting to come to pass. Read that.
Novos Ordos to Clorum, New Order of the Ages, is the second of the two mottos that appear on the reverse or backside of the Great Seal of the United States.
Right. New Order of Ages, New World Order. That's all it's talking about. That's what she stated in the video that we just watched.
Right.
So it's showing us, it's right there in front of us. Give me that in Ephesians 6 real quick. All right, Ephesians, the 6th chapter, and I believe it's the 12th verse.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12.
Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Right, the Bible says we ain't wrestling against flesh and blood. We read in an earlier portion of the show that what? They got their power from Satan.
Right.
You understand? All their technological advances, they didn't come up with that. They work for Satan.
Right.
Read that again.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Come on.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right, the rulers of the darkness of this world. Those secret societies, they're telling you, that's them right there, according to the scriptures. That new world order that they've always been plotting against. Because guess what? They understand that there's a kingdom that's coming.
Right.
They understand that there's going to be an everlasting kingdom that's going to come, all right, and take over this kingdom. And they're doing anything in their power and ability to stop that from happening. All right. What's that? Revelations 12. Revelations 12 and verse. Was it 12 and 12? Short space.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Come on.
For the devil is come down unto you.
There it is. That's the darkness. That's the new world order working through these people. That's the spiritual wickedness in high places right there. Read.
Having great wrath. Because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
A short time to rule. His rulership is going to be over very soon.
Right.
Very, 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 very soon. From there, go back to 2nd Ezra real quick. All right. 2nd Ezra 7.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 43.
Yeah, you can read that one too. Yeah, read that.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past.
Right, that corruption, this agenda that they're trying to push, it's going to come to pass, brothers and sisters. Just like Officer Elijah Poole earlier, Job 5 and 12, they're not going to fulfill their enterprise. So there's nothing you need to worry about. Now, yeah, I mentioned gates. I was going to go there earlier. Let's close with this. Give me Matthew 16.
Matthew chapter 16 and verse 18.
Come on.
And I say also unto thee.
So Christ spoke these words unto Simon Peter. Read.
That thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church.
Right. All right. He was the chief apostle in the spreading of this gospel to the other countries, to the Israelites scattered abroad. Read.
And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Right. The leaders of hell ain't going to stop this thing right here. Right. All right. So understand this. Yeah, they have a new world order. They got another agenda. But God says the gates of hell ain't stopping nothing.
That's right.
That's right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us a spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone, 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.